Hello, everyone. Welcome to day number 15 of the 21 days of Flexmas. We are a day past our 2-week mark, our 2/3 of the way mark, and I am once again joined by my good friend Willow. Willow, how you doing, homie?
Yo, I'm doing great. Yourself?
Oh, I'm not too bad. It's a glorious day to be alive, and it's an even more glorious day to have some not just sick melee, not just some sick melee involving JFlex, but some sick melee involving JFlex and an international talent visiting for the Smash World Tour. Number one in Chile, young
Oh my
Chape.
god. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh my
What do we know about
God.
Chape?
Chape, super technical fox main, I believe, won the South America qualifier for the Smash World Tour. So super talented player from
Mhm.
Chile, super good. Technical fox, and super excited to see. This is one of those few iterations, even before Smash World Tour, we get to see how like our international players can collide coming into the United States. It's not just Leffen, it's not just Pipsqueak, it's not just Sora and Amsa, but now we have South America coming into the mix.
Yeah, it's spectacular. I feel like this has been such a good era for like international players specifically. Coming out of like the whole Slippy thing, we're seeing people finally come back to competition. People are hungry. People have been training. People are at levels that they can compete now, even in the scenes that are perhaps were less developed at that point in time. And now everybody's flourishing, and I'm excited to see how Hada matches up. How Hada matches up. Your Hada, my
I am on
fault.
it. No,
How
I
these two
would
match
get
up against
destroyed
each
by
other.
Chape, but
Yeah, can you imagine?
JFlex might be a little more well suited for this matchup. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the go ahead. And we are starting here
Let's
on
do it.
Battlefield. So it was so cool hearing the players talk beforehand. JFlex saying, "Hey, do we want to strike or what do you want to do?" And he's like, "Oh, we can just go to Battlefield." And
Straight to bats, yeah.
Chape saying, and JFlex is like, "Oh, you belong in Tri-State already. Battlefield. Let's just start Battlefield. Why
The classic, well known. We love, especially in the New York area.
not?"
Get straight to bats.
Straight to bats, baby. Best stage in Melee. It's got the banging soundtrack, great
Oh
scenery,
my god. Dude, the
super
soundtrack?
cool. Yeah, it's super cool on the anime skin pack as well.
I
But
was gonna
hopping in
yeah.
here, yeah.
I was gonna say I love the skin pack. Yeah, and honestly, I really like Battlefield. It looks more like a casino in this skin pack.
Yeah, hopping in here. We got Sheik versus Fox, but already, an early knock off stage with that short hop fair, getting into that needle pivot into turnaround backer to clean up stock number one. JFlex playing with some fire already.
Yeah, and we're already seeing like we're seeing Chape using the ground a lot. I haven't seen Chape in the air very much, so it's gonna be an interesting set. See if they use they're starting their aerial momentum, but it looks like they're really more comfortable on the ground and then coming up to plats from underneath, which is very interesting. Obviously, Fox very comfortable, very strong character from the ground, but also there's all those memes about Fox full jump. So we'll see how the set develops and see if
Yeah,
Chape brings any momentum from the air as well.
Yeah, gonna snuff out that return to center stage from JFlex with that jab up smash. But yeah,
Mhm.
Choppy maybe a little nervous, maybe working off of an inopportune net play setup. I believe they are staying a little closer to Orlando until the Smash World Tour starts up. So probably playing on a setup that they're not super familiar with, but hopefully they can shake off these nerves a little bit and bring us back to even. So 3 stocks
Right,
apiece,
yeah.
about even percent.
Yeah, it makes sense. It already looks like Chape is starting to ease into things a little bit. Like as the set, when the set was just starting off, everything was a little bit shaky, and obviously still is. But we're seeing Chape use the ground a little bit better, just be a little bit more confident in their movement and their engages on JFlex. So they're picking up a little bit more than they were before, and slowly they're gaining momentum. Actually, evening up with JFlex and now taking that stock.
Yeah, stock advantage here. Chape taking the lead for the first time. Definitely, I think, was a little bit of a soul stunner kind of move. We know with that quick practical 0 to death from JFlex in stock number one. So maybe shaking off those little bit of game one jitters, and hopefully we can see a super competitive game moving on through and all the way through the set.
Yeah,
Incidental shortened there coming out from Chape. Trying to get one neutral opening here, but JFlex with a knockoff stage and a double backer will clean us up and send us to 2 stock speeds.
spectacular work by JFlex as well. You know what? I've been seeing both players be a little bit shaky in their tech usage. Just miss like wave shines at wave dashes and all that jazz. But it looks like everybody's cleaning up their play, and yeah, we're definitely set to see a very nice set here. I'm interested to see what kind of adaptations both players make, especially with Chape coming from a region, obviously, not too close to our own. So we're going to see obviously some implementation of techniques and strategies that we don't usually see in our region.
Yeah, Chape doing a pretty decent job. Very uncharacteristic, going for these full hop approaches, but these micro drifts either to the front or behind of JFlex's shield is something that you really don't see all that often. Usually you'll see a lot
Oh,
of
I
these
love
foxes
that.
go for some more aggressive drift options with their neutral airs, but Chape going for these full hop nairs that make it really ambiguous where they're going to come down.
Yeah, and I love that option that Chape just chose of waiting on plat, getting the grab, and following up on the grab instead of just following up on the plat positioning. I feel like it's a trap that new players fall into often, where you just feel like you always have to be moving forward, always have to be doing something. And we're seeing these players have the composure, have the patience to wait and pick the better option, pick the better opportunity to kill. And right there, you see JFlex picking up an opportunity because of that patience. And we're back to final one stock apiece.
Yeah, JFlex getting their first meaningful grab of the set, trying to go for these reaction tech chases, but just about a 1 or 2 frame short will get shined out with the tech and play shine. A little bit of pressure here in this left side corner. Chape occupying these platforms, really making it difficult for JFlex to get any ground here.
Yeah, actually really difficult to get those reaction tech chases. Like, it feels like they're guaranteed when you're facing Sheik, but when you're seeing it in game, like all these follow-ups that Sheik is doing rather, are really DI dependent, SDI dependent, and with players like getting better at SDI and defensive options, it just, you know, it becomes magnitudes more difficult. But JFlex is doing a good job still staying in this game, keeping it competitive. Chape with that up there, pulls it out.
Yeah, Chape with a pretty dominant pressure, like definitely got their footing back, held down center stage, knew when JFlex was kind of fishing for a haphazard approaches in those corners,
Mhm.
saw that he was more shouldering himself back into the corner, waiting for Chape to approach, maybe get a read on some DI, get a grab, get a back throw, get a gimp. But it looks like we're hopping back here into Battlefield. Let's see if JFlex can get a lead early and maybe maintain it this time.
Yeah, you know, it's the Battlefield pick is really interesting, obviously, because like we know that this is one of Sheik's best stages, and I feel like it's really interesting. I feel like the trend in sort of counter picking has become closer and closer to just pick your opponent's best stage, so that you don't have to play it in the rest of the matches. You know, just following up on Summit, we saw a few players doing that successfully. Feels like Chape is doing that strategy very well. Obviously, JFlex picking the counter pick, but the first pick of Battlefield. Really bold and really gets you in the mindset of you can win on this stage, and even if you lose,
Oh,
you know you're going somewhere comfortable. Really great
yeah.
follow up on that grab up air.
Yeah, Chape looking very Sora-esque. You know, Sora, if you watch the Summit tournament this past weekend, was so confident and so consistent in getting those follow-up grabs off of unorthodox options. So getting that that double jump into waveland grab on top platform instead of just overreaching with an up air was very, very smart of Chape, and Chape playing with a lot of confidence here.
Yeah, I'm loving these wavelands on plat, just getting themselves into a good position and holding that position. Understanding that position, like the positional advantage, is really important in keeping JFlex on the back foot. But obviously, JFlex is doing a really, really good job at tearing Chape out of the center of the stage and holding that. Like one of JFlex's
Oh,
most characteristic moves. Oh,
oh
that's so
no!
unfortunate, though.
Yeah, the up B just doesn't come out. That was, you know, it's a very rinse and repeat, very practice, you know, Mewtwo King-esque backer off the leg, just drop a little bit, double jump bear, up B, super easy sweet spot, super easy confirm. It looks like maybe just a little bit of a technical mistake there from JFlex.
Yeah, JFlex is going to need to take a breather, get back into this set, but it already looks like JFlex is coming back with more composure. Takes a second on the side of the stage to just, you know, bring themselves back into it, get some hits on Fox, and then they pull out a stock just like that. Easy, bring themselves back into the lead, and now they're above Fox and in a good position.
All right, Drill Shine won't quite get a true follow-up. A little bit of damage to, isn't too bad for the side of Chape, however. Gonna go ahead and get that duking fair, try to get a little bit more damage stacked up. No
Come on,
tech!
Pat.
Wait just a minute here, ladies
Where's
and
the
gentlemen, with
fair?
the double waveland fair.
Where's the bear? Oh, there it is. What's closing? And that's it.
Oh,
And
tied
1-1
up.
apiece on Battlefield. Where do you think we're going now, Ada?
This is a really good question. You know, it's definitely the standard counterpick is going to be that dreaded Final Destination pick. You know, I'm picking up a secondary Sheik right now, and having to play any level of Fox on FD as Sheik is so brutal.
Yeah,
You don't have
nightmarish,
anywhere
right?
you don't have anywhere to mix up your movement. You don't have any shield drop options. It's just it feels like a lot of your counterpunch capability just goes out the window. So you really have to hit these reaction tech chases, like we're seeing here
Yeah.
from JFlex.
But you know what's so interesting about this counter pick, though, is that actually, like, I feel like JFlex is so good on this stage, in particular because JFlex's presence in the center of the stage is so strong. They sort of carve out a whole space that is advantageous for themselves, even if they don't have plats to work from. We're seeing JFlex's aerial drift, like, really, really move mountains in the momentum of this set, so to speak, keeping Chape on the back foot, even though Chape staying under JFlex, pulling themselves back into a position.
Should set us up here.
Which they can move
All right.
forward from.
Up smash, yeah, that'll do it. So 3 stocks of PCU. I 100% agree. JFlex is a very interesting Sheik in the fact that, they're very good at controlling those micro aerial drifts, confirming into unorthodox grabs, and then confirming on those tech chases. It's very important for JFlex to at least try to get 1 or 2 movement baits out of Chape per stock to get a little mix up. So an ascending soft hit Barrett into a grab should set us up for a stock take, but looks like the wrong hit of fair, but a nair added shield so fast coming out from JFlex will take stock number 2.
And it looks like we're seeing Chape try to make the adaptation that you'll see a lot of Foxes make in this matchup. And obviously, it's something that you want to see in a good neutral game against Sheik, is that you're trying to get underneath Sheik when Sheik is in the air. We're seeing Chape pick up a lot of those aerial approaches with up smashes, but JFlex has already recognized that. Gets another kill on Chape off the side, and immediately it's 1 stock above at 0%, and it's not looking good for Chape. We're going to maybe see one of those characteristic Fox tech chases, hopefully bring them back into the fold, but JFlex is not giving up any space.
Up throw, up smash, set up for a little bit of damage, but a scooping hit. Fast fall up air won't quite be the percentage needed to confront the confirmation, but a lot of damage over JFlex. All right, up forward tilt into fair should do it. Yep, and that'll be a 2-1 advantage here for young JFlex.
I love to watch JFlex, but I hate to watch JFlex because it just reminds me of all of the unranked matches against Sheik I face, and then you just get slapped off the side of the stage, and it's just death. And JFlex just knows exactly when you got to pull out that slap, and it hurts me. It hurts me personally every time. it's just disgusting. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, JFlex putting in that work. The little movements, like we were saying, with those little micro drifts on stages like FD, really put in the work, especially when. I do think that on stages like that, the Fox or the character counterpicking can get a little complacent. Like, okay, I win on this stage. I don't have to do anything different because my character is just better here.
Oh my
god!
God!
You really have to adapt your game plan to adapt for the stage.
Just holding them down. Just Fox is trying to recover, and this is Fox McCloud, and Sheik's just saying no, 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 over and over and over again. And they don't call him JFlex for nothing. Just flexing on this Fox off the side of the stage. Makes it back on though, but Chape's got an advantageous position right now. SDI, is that going to be it?
Just insane SDI from JFlex. Wow. That saw 2 SDI inputs on that shine, as well as 1 to get him out of that initial up air. So JFlex defensive game looking pretty sharp right now. I have to see if he can still manage to hold on to the stock advantage. Instant slide off from Chape. Will not get too many confirmation hits for either side of this matchup.
Okay, JFlex has Chape on the edge, holding center stage. Religiously almost. Puts himself into a poor position on the side of the stage, though. But Chape dash attack into a really advantageous position for JFlex. Can they pull it out, though? Finish off this edge guard? Yes. That's the classic. We've seen that so many times this set. The drop down, like you mentioned, almost Mewtwo King-esque. Back air into up special, back on stage, get themselves safe, and get the opponent dead off the side.
All right, that's 2. Here we go, 3. Chape looking for the execution test for the second place shine, but knows that if the Sheik is playing well, if the Sheik has practiced that in Uncle Punch, that second place shine will not work. So good on JFlex for being able to pass that execution test. And Chape took about 50% just for that little execution test prowess when JFlex winning that out.
Chape taking control of these platforms really well, I would say, but JFlex just seizes control, comes down on a diagonal angle, more advantageous for Sheik than coming down from a vertical angle, and takes the advantage back off. But Chape pushing JFlex off the side of the stage. Is Chape gonna be able to hold this ledge though, because JFlex pulls them, ties them off the side, and hits them with the hand again. Man, all those joints.
Yeah, so much hit stun on that up smash. So that even confirms into forward air. Blows my mind.
It's so gross. You see all of those joints flexing, and that's fair.
I would have gone for the triple fair. I would have done the triple fair. That was
you're sick, Hada.
I'm surprised he didn't go for it.
You're sick.
That's crazy. But a 3-1 for JFlex. No, I thought he would go for a little bit more sauce, but it's okay, JFlex. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm gonna say that was convincing. The adaptations on JFlex's part, it felt like Hada pulled it back in the first match, get themselves a little bit of momentum, but then JFlex just holding center over and over, pushing Hada off stage and then almost flowcharting. Pushing Hada off. I'm so sorry, Hada. You're really getting the brunt of this today. Pushing Chape off stage and then getting the back air up special back on stage, and they just don't stand a chance on those flowcharts.
Yeah, JFlex, putting in that work, getting into the playbook, trying to throw it back, do what he knows how to do best. And JFlex, proving that practice, that day in, day out, going in, doing that technical practice, making sure his tech chases are on point, making sure his edge guards are on point. That wins sets, ladies and gentlemen. Get in, do that solo practice. You're not going to
That's
get to the
right.
highest level by just grinding unranked every day. You'll get pretty good, but you won't be able to beat JFlex without putting in that work in the lab after the fact. But I digress. Thank you so much, Chape, for coming out. So crazy to see some more international talent. We were so blessed to see all this international talent come out for Summit. And with Smash World Tour, this is just the teaser. This is just the taste
Hmm.
for what there is to come for Smash World Tour. All these international legends coming out. But
Yeah,
if
I
you
can't
guys
wait.
like this, yeah, I'm so excited. So if you guys like what you saw here, please check out Smash World Tour. But most importantly, continue to follow us for more 21 days of Flexmas. You can like, comment, subscribe here on the AllChat YouTube channel. Ring that notification bell, and we will see you tomorrow.